Dolphins at home. Can they pretty much end the Cowboys season tonight? They're going to want to play party pooper. The Cowboys, it all goes on the line over the course of the next 80 minutes. Sit back and enjoy this one. Friday night footy at Suncorp Stadium on Nine's Wide World of Sports. The run to the final certainly on in earnest. The North Queensland Cowboys with first use of the football. Helam Lukey getting beyond the 20. Reece Robson, the dummy half. And here's big Jason Taumalolo, the number 10 on his back these days, the captain of the North Queensland Cowboys. Luciano Leilua gets beyond the 40. Mark Nichols in the tackle for the Dolphins. There's a good run. Reece Robson early going into Dolphins territory. Last play. Townsend with a kick. The hammer underneath it. And Tom Dearden leading the chase along with Helam Lukey. Well, Paul Vaughton and Cameron Smith in commentary. And Paul, pressure game for the Cowboys tonight, isn't it?
Oh, it's they just have to win. Simple as that. That's what they've got to do. Playing against a team that's 14th, but although they're 14th, they just give their best every week. Been some very narrow losses for the Dolphins this year, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. And North Queensland have lost 3 in a row. So they just have to win, find a way.
Jared Wallace, good charge from him. Jordan McLean in the tackle. Last play here for the Dolphins. Harrison Graham, the dummy half. Sean O'Sullivan with a kick downfield. Kyle Felt underneath it, takes it on his own 10. Nichols leading the charge there as well, along with Kenny Bromwich. Hiku in game 200. Wallace just got himself in an awkward spot in that tackle, but no harm done. Robson, dummy to Reuben Cotter. And another good run there by Reece Robson. Ewan Aiken was in that tackle. He's starting in jersey 16. Now here's a big chance, although Jermaine Azarko came in to make a tackle there on Zach Laibert. Leilua to dummy half. It's the last. Drinkwater. Laibert. And they're going to succumb pretty meekly there. 15 out from the Dolphins line. It's a changeover.
Yeah, Scott Drinkwater, he thought he'd seen something down that short side, so he went back down there, but it was shut down. Nice defence by the Dolphins, but I like the way that the Cowboys have started, particularly with the football. They're running direct. They've given Reece Robson 2 opportunities already in the start of this match to get out of dummy half, so that's the way they need to play. Down to you, Freddie.
Oh, the conditions are absolutely beautiful. There's a bit of a breeze behind the Cowboys as the Dolphins move the ball to the left.
Here they are, Freddie. It looked dangerous there for a moment. We'll send it back down to you.
Yeah, Reuben Cotter, he doesn't miss much in cover defence, does he? Yeah, little breeze behind the Cowboys, and the temperature's just perfect. It's warmer than Penrith, cooler than Townsville.
Right, here's an opportunity for the Dolphins. Jermaine Azarko playing the ball. O'Sullivan. Bromwich. Kenny Bromwich. Taumalolo, Cotter in the tackle. McLean as well. O'Sullivan. Now Tessie New playing in the centres. Nice bit of hands and a good juggle there from O'Sullivan. The kick, and it just bounces up beautifully for Kyle Felt. The Cowboys hang on.
Well, they look threatening down that left-hand side. And Sean O'Sullivan got the ball. That whole left edge of the Dolphins, they were standing in front of him, so there's no opportunity to promote the ball. Shot fired by the Dolphins.
And just the Dolphins jersey that they're wearing tonight, it's a peek into 2024. It's going to be their alternate strip next year, so this is a brand new jersey for them. So an alternate strip that'll be worn more regularly in 2024, so that's on display this evening by the Dolphins.
It's very busy. There's a lot happening with it.
The hammer takes that one well. You weren't consulted on the fashion stakes, Paul?
Simple's best. Some of the first up contact in defence already by the Cowboys have been a bit ordinary. Players bouncing out of their tackles. Another one there.
Zarko playing the ball to Harrison Graham, who goes to Mark Nichols. Now, Harrison Graham playing hooker with no Jeremy Marshall-King. There he is going for a run. Was the first player signed by the Dolphins as they became a NRL team. He was signed to a development contract. Played a lot of football at Winner Manly coming through the ranks in Brisbane.
Connolly, let go. Kenny on the line.
Kyle Felt, the veteran, playing it after Connolly Lemuelu made the tackle.
Help! Release. Marcus, Kenny. Go two.
Elam Lukey playing the ball. He's Jordan McLean.
Jared, straight up.
There is an air of excitement around the stadium tonight, not only because of the Queensland derby, but I think fans will love getting back here for rugby league.
Help! Let go, Kenny. Go four.
Robson playing it. Townsend kicking. Here come the chasers. The hammer. He's left it behind. And they'll play the knock on. So big opportunity coming now for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys' attack's been good. They're hitting the ball with some speed, and that was a nice play. Chad Townsend through the legs. Awkward bounce for the hammer, and he couldn't take it on, but he flicked it back, so that in the end was a knock on. So the Cowboys have got the best chance here.
Yeah, like their first couple of sets, Fatty, they're fast over the advantage line. They're getting at the defenders quickly, making them make decisions really fast. That time, Chad Townsend, he come up with a great play, a nice little kick down that short side, put the hammer under all sorts of pressure.
Down, Harrison, let's go, mate.
Probably look for a Scott Drinkwater special here.
Right.
Robson out the back of the scrum, did indeed Drinkwater, and there's a Ewan Aiken special.
Good call.
Got him, got him.
Well done, Cam. Luciano Leilua, short to Ruben Cotter. Cotter tackled 5 metres away from the line. Big chance here for the Cowboys to register the first points of the night. Townsend, Hiku. Oh, Kyle Felt was desperate for the ball.
Hold. Go three.
Jason Taumalolo. Jared Wallace up top, along with Nichols and Bromwich. 10 metres away, North Queensland. Robson, Drinkwater. Connolly Lemuelu read that well.
Hold, Mark.
Last play.
Go, last.
Good defence so far. Cowboys with the kick. Here they come. Oh, there's a big collision. It stacks on, and the hammer took it in traffic, and he looks to take off here from the 20. And throws a pass. It's touched by Cowboy to be still zero tackle here. Jermaine Zarko has got it for the Dolphins. Well, it's all happening, and it's a wonderful play by the hammer.
That was a great play. He's dangerous in those positions, isn't he? Just quick turnover. Defence not set. He did well in the end, the Cowboys, to try and stop his momentum and really stop the attack as early as they did.
Ooh, juggle. Jared Wallace hung on to the ball in the end. Elam Lukey was there pretty quickly, along with Reece Robson. Opportunity for the Dolphins. That was a forward pass.
Oh, wow.
Kenny Bromwich to Mark Nichols.
How did he throw that?
Well, he was in two minds. He wanted to play out the back originally, I think, Kenny Bromwich. And he seen Tom Dearden, and he just come out of the line. He just caught his eyes there and just ended up trying to throw the no-looker. The no-look pass by forwards. It usually doesn't end the way they'd like it to in their head. The way they picture it, you know, Fatty, they picture something else.
That's why I never passed it. Simple. But they're coach killers. They were building some momentum there.
Kyle Felt for North Queensland.
Let up now. Marcus square. Hold.
Spent a long time out of the side this year as Kyle Felt. Back in after the suspension to Valentine Holmes. No Sammy Valame in the team. Taumalolo, tackled by Kafusi and Aiken. They're in the Dolphins territory again, North Queensland. Drinkwater. Well, that was well handled in the end.
They're all over Drinkwater like a rash tonight.
Helam Lukey.
First tackle, Tessie gets
Tessie New
hold. Go last.
wraps him up.
Outside.
Kick from Townsend. Here's the contest. Attacking the ball is Zarko. He's knocked it on. Now Labert. Labert for the corner. That's a very good finish from Zach Labert, and the Cowboys open the scoring.
Oh, fantastic play. He had a lot to do. Still, I know there was clear space in front of him, but he had to cover some ground in the end, Labert. Harvey Norman replay. Kick goes up high by Zarko. Well, he attacks the ball. He does the right thing, but he doesn't come up with a catch. Tom Dearden, quick thinking, just fires the ball to Labert. And as I said, he had to cover about 25 metres to score that try. It's a nice finish in the corner.
And Labert gets his first try in the NRL. First of many to come, I reckon. He just had too much of a head start on the defence. And I've got to compliment the defence by the Dolphins. It's been outstanding. It's been a rushing defence. It's really cut down on time with the football that the Dolphins, that the Cowboys have had. And that was, look, fortuitous, but you know, you get rid of that in footy. You need something, need that sometimes, Brad.
Yeah, you're right, Fatty. They've come up with some big tackles. The last set of 6, Ewan Aitken came out with a big one. Bostock come up with one on the other side of the field. Look at the chase from the Cowboys here. Leilua goes through. A lot of people around the ball. It's great to see young Zach Labert. He just pinned the ears back. As soon as he got the pass, he just backed himself. Didn't even think, just ran. Showed a nice, clean heels. Have a look at that. Just pinned the ears back. Right arm fend. Too quick. Opened the scoring.
Well, Zach Labert opening the scoring tonight. And as Paul Vaughton said, his first career try in the NRL. You'll remember that moment. So Scott Drinkwater lining this one up. Right on the touchline. It's a tough one. There's a very good shot of the task that is in front of the North Queensland fullback. Good strike. What a kick. North Queensland in front. Zach Labert with the opening try of the night.
Kenny, let up, get square. Okay, go one.
From Bundaberg, Zach Labert.
Cody, go crowd.
Ladies junior football at the Western Suburbs Panthers in Bundaberg.
Ewan, here's the way mark. Here we are, Jared. Hold, mate. Go through.
So the Cowboys now working it out of their own territory.
Get up, Jared.
Jason Taumalolo, tackled by Wallace and young Harrison Graham. Leilua. Fusi and Nichols and Graham again in that tackle.
Go last, Harrison, keep going.
Last play, Townsend with a kick. Jack Bostock takes on his own 10. Hiku, Lukey and Felt in the tackle for North Queensland. In a must-win game, it's the perfect start for the Cowboys.
Surrender. Stereo, Luciano, hold.
So many different variations of how the top 8 will be made up, right from 1 down to 8, and it's going to come down, I think, right to the last game of the season, indeed well into that last round next week.
Jordan, hold Jason.
Jared Wallace going to Nichols, who was under pressure straight away. Helam Lukey read that well. Cotter was there as well. Last play here for the Dolphins. Sean O'Sullivan had a heap of time, puts up a high testing kick, and Kyle Felt took it, and then Sean O'Sullivan's got whacked around the mouth here, and he's got up complaining.
Yeah, you can't do that, Mark.
No, so what happened? Kyle Feld's gone up for the football, and you see like the leg is raised, but he hasn't tried to kick him in the face. I don't know.
Kyle didn't ask him to run into his boot.
That's right. It's not ideal
It's tackle 1.
by any means, getting some studs in the face, but
You know what? Well done, ref. That's good.
yeah.
That's just an accident.
Okay, time on. Go, 1. Go. Let up now, Harrison square.
So
Police
Peter Hiku.
hold. Go, 2. Give room, police. Jared up. Go, 3.
Good run from
Police,
Murray
left square.
Taulagi.
6 more.
Now this has touched the Dolphins, so 6 more tackles here for the North Queensland Cowboys.
0, go.
Don't forget, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, Saturday night football on Nines Wide World of Sports tomorrow night from 7 o'clock. It's Canberra v Brisbane. Last home game for Jack White and Jared Croker tomorrow night. So big night in the nation's capital. We'll have all the action for you. Here's Jordan McLean playing the ball to Reece Robson, Taumalolo, Townsend, Lukey. He's dangerous running the football there, but that's a very good tackle by opposite number. Connolly Lemuelu. Taumalolo on the charge. Taumalolo, he's brought down a couple of metres away. Last play for North Queensland. Drinkwater short, Hiku. Kyle Felt for the corner, he rarely misses. What a terrific finisher. Kyle Felt is in for the Cowboys.
Yeah, hit it on the head, Salty. He's one of the best finishers in the competition. And it was just lovely hands by the Cowboys down their right-hand side this time. They didn't run all of their outside men out of room. They just went through the hands lovely, straight up and down the field. Draw and pass, draw and pass. Harvey Norman replay. That's as easy as it gets, as basic of football as you can play. And normally when you get the basic stuff right, it results in points.
And the defence on that occasion, it's been good from the Dolphins, but they panicked. Tessie knew, just sprinted in, and that made the decision easy for the Cowboys to just keep it going through the hands. There was the overlap was created. This guy, 2015 grand final, down the other end here.
He's closing in too, Fatty, on the all-time record for the Cowboys. He's only 2 short of the great Mango, Matty Bowen.
How good was the Mango?
Down to you, Freddie.
Well, that was twice in 1 minute where Sean O'Sullivan wore the boot of Kyle Felt. This time he's trying to save a try. Just got his boot again. A minute ago he was wearing it and Kyle Felt was taking a bomb. He needs to tackle higher, Sean.
This time from the opposite touchline. Great kick first up. How does he go from this side? Scott Drinkwater. I'll tell you what, he's got it on a string. Kyle Felt with the try for North Queensland. And importantly for the Cowboys, with both tries being scored right in the corner, they've both been converted. Scott Drinkwater with some terrific kicks.
The thing about Felt, he's never been the fastest winger in the world. He scores most of his tries through sheer determination. Here's a
the ball, Murray Taulagi. Taulagi goes to Drinkwater. Scott Drinkwater is in for North Queensland. They go back to back.
Good, Polly.
This is the North Queensland team that we saw mid-season that won quite a few in a row. They played outstanding football. They look like they're in a mood tonight. And Scott Drinkwater finishes that one off beautifully, but it was great hands again. Look at Tommy Dearden on the Harvey Norman replay. Once again, the Dolphins defence just came in. They didn't have to. The referee's right in line with that. I thought he was going to pull it up. They got away with it, and Drinkwater's in.
Oh, they've been terrorising their short sides tonight, haven't they, the Cowboys? And on that occasion, they outmanned the Dolphins. They put 4 down there against 3, and Scott Drinkwater, like all the good fullbacks do, he just trailed up the inside. Taulagi was good enough to hold the ball up and get the hammer sucked in, and he drew him in. And it's a nice try. Yeah, they're in a bit of a mood, Fatty.
Tell you what, his left hand there.
Very close to the death
Yes,
ball.
it was. So they've confirmed it.
Sean O'Sullivan nearly pushes him out.
Yeah. Look at how he's carrying it one-handed. Couldn't have done that in a million years. Look, watch his left hand. No, it slid over. That was good.
Scott Drinkwater, a try and 2 from 2 so far for tonight. This is his easiest assignment. And the Cowboys out 18-0.
Stay behind there.
Scott Drinkwater is having a night out after being well contained early. 3 from 3 and a try. Down to you, Freddie.
Yeah, well, if you had a look at the last kick-off, Jermaine Asako put it straight under the goalpost. That puts your team under an awful lot of pressure defending both sides of the field. Dearden was able to capitalise in the last set. They're in the middle of the field in tackle 2 already, so you just see the Cowboys just spotting numbers on either edge. Very hard to defend.
Leilua.
Move, Cody.
8 short of halfway. Robson, Cotter. Doing things that a little bit quicker at the moment, North Queensland. Drinkwater with a kick. Azarko takes it. And he's hit just shy of the 20. In fact, he'll reach the 20. Plays the ball back to Nicarima. Here's Wallace. Oh, Ewan Aiken, rather, in jersey 16. Tessie New playing in the centres. Covered by Jordan McLean, 10 short of the halfway line. Now Kenny Bromwich reaches the halfway line. Reuben Cotter, McLean, Taumalolo in the tackle. Sullivan to Tessie New. New, we know he's good on his feet. Tessie New ducks under a couple of tackles. And eventually, Reuben Cotter stops him. Nicarima. Kicking for Jermaine Azarko. He bats it back. It's still the last, and that'll be a turnover.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Labour. Excellent. And once again, I just noticed that some of the Cowboys' first up defence, the contact's pretty ordinary. Wayne's, well, he just looks the same every week, Wayne, whether they're in front by 50 or down by 50. But yeah, the first up defence is not great tonight, the contact.
Dearden. Oh, Jordan McLean bouncing away from tackles. Labour playing it. Dearden. Townsend. Drinkwater. Hiku. It was a tackle that had to be made by Jack Bostock. Last play, they continue down that short side. The kick for Felt. Hamaso Tabuai-Fidow takes it, and Kyle Felt takes him. Paul Tom Dearden. Used to watch him a lot when he was playing for the Broncos here at Suncorp Stadium, and obviously the last 2 seasons he's gone really well at North Queensland. And one thing I remember when he first started out, you all often called for him to run the ball more. It's something that he's really added to his game.
No, he has, and I love halves that run. You know, to just stand there, anyone can stand there and pass the ball, but halves that run and take the defence on, they're exciting and they're better for your team. And he's done that. He's really turned into one of the best 5'8s in the comp.
That's a 40-20.
Yes.
It's a 40-20 from Cody Nicarima. What a kick.
That's a great kick. That's a great kick. I don't think he'd actually come off his boot the way he intended it. It was a little bit of a floater when it come off his right boot. Yeah, it sort of he dropped it in a funny direction, but it got a lovely first bounce. It kicked on. The boys spoke about the condition of the ground. It's fast and flat and hard. Nice bounce.
Well, can they capitalise on the team's first ever 40-20 in the NRL? Harrison Graham, the dummy half. Here's a chance. Bromwich stopped a couple of metres away from the line. Graham. Wallace. Now Nicarima to Jermaine Azarko, the NRL's leading try scorer. Wow. What a tackle.
Tom Dearden. And Zach Laybutt's in there too, but Tom Dearden, he wrestled him back across the try line.
That was awesome. Still on the front foot. Now, that'll be a Cowboys knock on.
And that defence in the corner, that's signs of a team that's desperate. Look at this. How good. That's desperate to make the top 8. And that's how you do make the top 8. Tackles like that, that's better.
Well, that's the type of defence we've seen from the Cowboys pretty much all of last year, wasn't it, Fatty? Which took them all the way to a prelim. They haven't been as consistent this year, which is why they find themselves fighting now in this sudden death football.
Hold Tom. Wait, Sean. Shot clock off. Right.
Dolphins through Nicarima. Long pass. Jack Bostock scored his first NRL try last week.
Stand now.
Denied there when he thought he was going to have a passage to the try line. Lemuelu. Lukey down low. Cohen Hess on the field. Here's Bromwich. Robson in the tackle along with Cotter. Now Wallace. Well, it was forward. Went to Leilua anyway. The Cowboys will get the ball back.
Yeah, there's an opportunity gone begging.
One without speech.
Jared Wallace that time. He played as first receiver. Might be no issue there in that tackle, Reece Robson. Yeah, he took the ball to the line here as that first receiver, and he held the pass up just a little bit too late to Kafusi. Taumalo leaving the field.
Now the 2023 NRL and NRL Telstra NRLW Telstra Premiership Grand Final are on at Accor Stadium Sunday, October 1. Show Daddy's simply the best this Father's Day with tickets to the Grand Final. 15 minutes left in the first half. The Dolphins have had a couple of chances in the last few minutes to get themselves back in the contest. Cohen Hess coming off the bench this evening, playing the ball 9 short of halfway. Griffin Neame. Ooh, a bobble there? Yeah, there was. A mistake from Neame. The Dolphins will get a scrum feed in the centre of Suncorp Stadium.
And that's the first error by the Cowboys tonight in possession of the football. Griffin Neame that time.
Okay,
hang on, there's a challenge.
Tackle 5, Joey.
We got a challenge.
Cowboys challenging the ruling of knock on, that he's lost the ball and touches a defender in the tackle.
Is this a props challenge?
It's going to be hard to overturn that.
That's a loser.
Gone, you reckon?
I think he's gone. Well, look, it depends on this. There is a bit of a hand.
Graham.
Harrison Graham is just trying to affect the tackle.
Lose carry.
The ball is then lost and touches a Dolphins player. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Challenge is Gonski. Language. Come on, fellas.
Make sure you hold there,
They
boys.
said, who cares? Let's
Short,
go.
short,
Next job.
Short. Slide, mate.
Yeah, first error of the night for the Cowboys. That's 100% up until that point, given their start. Hot start, 18-0.
Ewan Aiken for the Dolphins. Jermaine Azarko millimetres away from scoring a few moments ago. Now Kenny Bromwich. Neiman Cotter in the tackle. O'Sullivan to Nicarima. Connolly Lemuelu. Down low was Cohen Hess. Up top, Helam Lukey. Wallace. No passing there from Jared Wallace. He's tackled 9 away. Opportunity to the right. O'Sullivan goes infield to Josh Kerr. Kerr playing the ball on the last. It's opened up, has it? No, it has. Reece Robson. What a tackle. A try saver from Kenny Bromwich. It was the last. It'll be a turnover. There was a gap there and Reece Robson shut it very quickly.
Yeah, there was a bit of space for Kenny Bromwich to go through. Leilua in there as well to help stop the big man. I've just seen Chad Townsend run in there, high-fiving, pats on the back. Ooh. There's an awkward tackle there on Murray Taulagi.
He's slow to get up here too.
Just got tangled up with the defenders. Bit of strife there, Kerr.
Yeah. Will this be analysed by the bunker, Josh Kerr underneath?
He'll be in a bit of strife there.
Ooh, that angle doesn't help Josh Kerr's case.
No, it's just that swinging motion, hanging onto the back of the jersey of Taulagi, and then he falls into the back of the legs. This is where the officials, they don't like this type of tackle at all.
Josh Kerr.
You're thinking sin bin?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a huge possibility.
Okay, Felice. Josh, he grips, he rotates, he loses his legs and comes down with weight on the leg. It's on report and in the bin.
So into the sin bin goes Josh Kerr. It's 13 on 12 for the next 10 minutes.
I hate it. Trying to make a tackle, sometimes your weight gets knocked forward, down, around. He hasn't done that on purpose. He hasn't tried to hurt him. He's just trying to get him on the ground. All right, so he gets on report. I understand that, but no, not for me.
Police, hold me up. Hold. Go.
Down to you, Freddie.
I enjoyed the referee's instructions. On report, you're in the bin. Where'd the sin bin go?
It was forceful, wasn't it? Just
You're in the bin.
bin.
Now go.
And he went, oh! Felice Kafusi. That's a big play. And the Dolphins have got the ball. Here it is, the replay. Kafusi putting pressure on Tom Dearden. Wallace now. Can they hit back? They're down to 12. Nicarima. He's wrapped up. 15 away. Halfway through the set, the Dolphins. Tessie New to dummy half. And might not be going back to dummy half anytime soon. Kenny Bromwich. 15 away from the line. Harrison Graham to Nicarima. Back to the right. Hamaso Tabuai-Fido. The hammer. Luciano Leilua wraps him up. Here's the last. Ewan Aiken to dummy half. Sean O'Sullivan into the line, getting a pass away, reaching out, losing the ball.
The line, hand over out 10.
So close. the Dolphins, and Kenny Bromwich getting very close to that try line, but he can't find his way over it.
That was a lovely bit of play by Sean O'Sullivan on the last, choosing to run. You see Kenny Bromwich, oh, was knocked out by Drinkwater. Anyway,
So it should have been played on.
good footy,
Play on.
good footy, good defence. Now, if I was Chad Townsend here, I'd just tell the boys to take 5 hit-ups and then kick. They've been camped down their own end for the last 7 or 8 minutes now. They need to spend a little bit of time down the opposite end of the field.
Tackle 4 in Dolphins territory. Townsend and Neem. He's been listening to you, Cam. He's the last. And they're kicking from the Dolphins 30. And it's into the corner. Jack Bostock. Again. Oh, that's backwards off Felt. Oh, no. Putting it down.
Oh, they got in each other's way. Mine, yours, his.
Well, it's Drinkwater. He wanted the double, Fatty. He wanted the daily double. And Chad Townsend, he was following his own kick down there. And you're right, they got in their own way. Lovely lead there by Kyle Felt. Oh,
it should be 24-0 right now.
The Dolphins through Ewan Aiken. 15 short of halfway. Kenny Bromwich. Tackled by Neem, Cotter, Hess. Nicarima to Hamaso Tabuai-Fido. Get a little bit more involved. Last play. Sean O'Sullivan kicking into the corner. Kyle Feld under no pressure, flies high and takes it. He's very acrobatic. Now Peter Hiku breaks free, gets up towards the halfway line, and the hammer with the tackle. Cowboys back on the front foot. Dearden. Wrapped up by Kafusi and Aiken. Jake Granville on the field. Robson, the dummy half. Griffin Neem going to Chad Townsend. He dummies to Heelan Lukey. Now goes to Hiku. Sean O'Sullivan with the tackle. Chad Townsend, the dummy half. It's the last. Kick from Drinkwater. Oh! Taken in mid-air, Jermaine Azarko. And a penalty coming here for the Dolphins, and Jermaine Azarko's in a bit of strife.
yeah, let's hope he's okay. He went down very awkwardly. It was Zach Lay, but he left the ground early is what he did. He's got eyes for the football, and he actually got bumped by Nicarima on the way through. So clearly no intent, eyes for the football the entire way down there. And when he leapt for the ball, Nicarima actually knocked him. I don't understand why that's on report.
He's on report. What for? Trying to catch the ball.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
What a stitch up.
Nothing can come of that, surely. Nothing. He was actually interfered with by one of the Dolphins players in Nicarima.
What's he on report for? He's trying to catch the ball. It was a mistimed. Oh, goodness gracious.
Felice Kafusi playing the ball. So tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, it's the Raiders at home to the Broncos. And the Broncos go one step closer to securing the minor premiership. The Raiders at home, final home game for Croker and Whiten tomorrow night. All the action from 7 o'clock here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Nicarima. Ewan Aiken. The Dolphins handling this period as they're down to 12 pretty well. Last play, Nicarima to O'Sullivan. Wants that one to sit up, and it trickles dead.
Oh, he nearly manufactured a quality kick in the end there, Sean O'Sullivan. It wasn't ideal. He got run into the defensive line and had to get a quick kick away.
Independent doctors said that you got to go to HIA.
Zarko is going to
Chad, I'm sorry, mate. I don't have
head injury assessment.
Once the doctor
Independent
comes
doctor.
in, I can't have a ruling. Yeah. Boys.
That's why Jermaine Zarko is off the field for a head assessment.
Got the replacement on Coley.
Jermaine, are you going?
Still no replacement ready.
Well, they're looking for a replacement. They got 4 forwards on the bench. Oh, is that Jared Wallace putting his hand up? To go play on the wing?
To go on the wing.
Harrison Graham, he's just come off now. He's going back on. And it looks like Isaiah Katoa. Tessie New's going to come out to the right wing.
Don't go on the whistle, wait for the foot.
You see him bottom of the screen, just on the 30 there.
Herman, up square.
JJ Collins is on the field as well for the Dolphins. 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
Ewan all the way. Go one.
Jake Granville to Griffin Neame.
Watch out now. Roll out.
The New Zealander playing the ball 8 metres into Dolphins territory. Robson short to Cohen Hess. Lovely offload. Back to Robson. Now Drinkwater. That's a great pass to Kyle Feltz. He stops a couple of metres away from the line. Hiku. Townsend. Dearden. Set restart. Labour, it's opened up for him. He's going to get a double, is he? He sure will. Zach Labour on his own scores for the Cowboys. He's got a double.
Yeah, double on debut. Lovely, not on debut, sorry. Lovely try. Lovely play out to the left-hand side. And it was the final pass. Just watch this pass here. Drinkwater, cut-out pass from Leilua. Hits Labour right on the chest. Harvey Norman replay. He has to beat a couple of defenders to get there, but as he did in his first try in the corner, backs himself, uses his speed and the swerve, beats one, beats two, slams the ball down left hand.
Yeah, the Drinkwater pass was the one. It found a bloke running into a massive hole, and that was Labour. And he was never not going to score that try. Well done to the young fella, Brad Fittler.
When you're down to 12 men, you need to be effective with your kicking game, especially if you've got the ball down on their try line. Sean O'Sullivan had an opportunity to get a restart, and then as they just marched up the field, you could just feel the Dolphins, the disappointment, and then the fatigue kick in. I thought Dearden, when he started heading across field, just bit off numbers, and all of a sudden there's just a huge gap opened up. Here we go. Watch Dearden here just jump over numbers. There's 1, 2, 3. Makes it 24.
Wait for the boys. Stay behind Herman.
Well, it's a night to remember so far for Zach Labour. The first half double. First 2 career tries in the NRL for the centre. Elam Lukey. They cut out Jake Granville and goes to Cohen Hess. What an impact he's having off the bench, Cohen Hess, and then he loses the ball.
Until he lost it, Salty. You've got another one. No, he's had an offload earlier in the game, which was very productive. No, since he's been playing right in the middle as a front rower, his game's improved out of sight over the last couple of years. Good work rate, massive human being. What have we got? About 25 seconds till they're back to 13, the Dolphins.
On the clock here, boys. Make sure you're there. Right, heads in. You only need 5. Shot clock off.
Good field position here for the Dolphins with Josh Kerr, as well as Paul said, waiting to come back on. Here's Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow.
Let up now, Chad. Marcus.
Wrapped up.
Go right.
Bostock to dummy half. Connolly Lemuelu.
Cohen up square.
And we are 13 on 13. Josh Kerr is back out there. The Dolphins are on the front foot.
Hands away now. Hold him. Wait,
Herman SASA playing the ball. O'Sullivan inside there to JJ Collins. Collins wrapped up 11 metres away. Big opportunity for the home side. And that pass was forward.
Another forward pass. They can't do anything right tonight, the Dolphins. They've had plenty of ball down here. The Cowboys' defence has been A grade. And that, oh yeah, from the hammer.
Danica, you got some breaking news.
We've just had word from the HIA official down here on the sideline. Jermaine Asako has been classified as showing Category 2 symptoms, so he'll be going through the protocols, and we'll find out during the halftime break whether he'll be back into the action.
Thank you, Danica.
Break.
The NRL's leading try scorer, equal leading try scorer. Seems to become not only the leading try scorer, but leading point scorer as well this season. Luciano Leilua with a fend on Cody Nikorima. Then goes to Deard, and they've got numbers here, the Cowboys. Drinkwater goes short. Lukey wrapped up on the halfway line. Isaiah Katoa with the tackle. Now Drinkwater to Hiku. Peter Hiku couldn't pass it to Kyle Phelps, who was standing in front of him. Granville. Griffin Neame looking dangerous. He's tackled by Kerr and SASA. Last play, Townsend. Another kick, and here's the... Oh, that's a good take. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Nikorima. On the bounce, Ewan Aiken looks to accelerate. Neame's there to make the tackle down low. Nikorima, O'Sullivan, they're going from side to side here, the Dolphins. 15 seconds left before the break. Lemuelu playing the ball, O'Sullivan. Here's Nikorima. Aiken. Tessie New. The Cowboys' defence is there. And take about North Queensland. Almost a perfect half of football for the Cowboys. At the break, it's North Queensland 24 in a must-win game for the Cowboys, leading the Dolphins 0. North Queensland with 4 converted tries in the first 40 minutes. How will the second half unfold? We're about to find out. The Dolphins with first use of the football in the second half, and Cameron Smith have been in this position before. The Dolphins, how do they get back into the contest?
Well, Soldy, they have. If you think back to round 8 this year against the Titans, they were down 26 blot, and they come back for a famous victory. And what they did was they believed in themselves. They believed in their game plan, which they've done for the most part of this year, but most certainly they need to complete high, spend a fair bit of time down the other end. Just push around the football.
Well, it's not a bad opening set here from the Dolphins. They're going to get to the 30 of the Cowboys. Nikorima hoists that one high. Terrific take from Murray Taulagi. Ewan Aiken was in the tackle.
And you just see Jermaine Asako, he's back on the field too, Salty. So he's passed his HIA during the halftime break.
That is good news because, as I keep saying, he is aiming to be not only the NRL's leading point scorer, but the NRL's leading try scorer as well. And Scott Drinkwater goes on a bit of a run. We'll get back to that one in a moment because here goes Hill and Lukey. Lukey goes on his own. Nice pass inside Kyle Felt. And Felt tried to be spectacular and he's throwing it forward.
Oh, they think they're the Harlan Globetrotters. They do. Bombed another one. Look at this run. Look at the size of this fella. That's a great run. He actually probably should have passed it earlier. He had two men unmarked on the inside. I don't know what that was.
It's a Kyle Felt special.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found a way to butcher that one, the Cowboys. Another hot start. Drinkwater involved again. Line break assist.
So getting back to Jermaine Azarko, not since 1990 has a player completed the double, being leading try scorer, leading point scorer in the one season. That was Mel Meninga, and he was helped that season by scoring 38 points against the Roosters, 5 tries included there. You playing that game, Paul?
I was out there. Actually, if I hadn't played, he might have scored 7.
And he's 6 points away from scoring the most points for a franchise. That record held by Joel Kane. The West Tigers. That's gone backwards and into touch. He didn't run over you, Mel, that day, did he, for any of the 5?
Quite a few times. He was a hard fella to tackle. He's a wonderful player. Good fella.
Great drone shots of Suncorp Stadium.
Oh, it's good, mate. Suncorp. It doesn't get any better than this one. It's the best. In rugby league in Australia, this is the best stadium for sure.
Griffin Neame. It is looking an absolute picture tonight, Suncorp Stadium. Playing surface in good order. Luciano Leilua. Drinkwater to Griffin Neame. Herman SASA in the tackle along with Josh Kerr. Townsend with the kick. Jack Bostock underneath. Oh, there's a collision. Both players are down. We're going to go no try.
We had no try. Looking at a knock on Cowboys and also the contest, mate.
Kyle Felt put it down, but there's plenty happening in the contest.
Yeah, as soon as the ball spilled onto the ground, referee said, I've got a no try. So he thinks that North Queensland have touched this first and knocked it on. And, did it come off?
Both players are in a contest for the ball.
Did it come off the Dolphins player's head first? Or was it projected into his melon?
That's the medical term.
Yeah, I think it's come off.
Yeah, it's Cohen
Ball
Hess's
touches
right
Cohen
hand.
Hess's right hand and goes forward. We have a decision.
Good call, boys.
Handover. Yeah, be a handover, mate. Yeah, last tackle. Hey, boys.
So because it was the last, it'll be a handover.
Handover here. It's last tackle, it's a handover here.
Got to bring it back to within about 15 metres of the western touchline.
Oh, push up.
Namaso Tabuai-Fidow to play the ball.
Go, no tackles, go.
There's some strong North Queensland defence on Jack Bostock. Just taking on in the early stages of this second half, the Dolphins. The Cowboys have had a couple of opportunities. Josh Kerr eventually gets an offload away to Harrison Graham. It's almost like the ball was stuck in his hands. Nicarima to dummy half. He's got options here. SASA back to Hamaso Tabuai-Fidow. The hammer trying to break free. He does. The hammer. Good tackle. Kyle Felt and Scott Drinkwater 8 away from the line. Last play for the Dolphins. Nicarima puts it down, and that's another error when on the attack by the Dolphins.
Yeah, it doesn't help your cause when you're trailing by 24 points. This is the hammer. Look at his ability to break tackles. Fended off Peter Hiku about 4 or 5 times, and then it took a great tackle there by Drinkwater and Felt to mow him down. It's been the story of the night, though, for the Dolphins. Found themselves in pretty good attacking positions, but just the final pass, the execution.
That's right, Cam. You think if they can get the first points here, they've had chances. Kenny Bromwich a couple of times close to scoring in the first half. Jermaine Asako came within millimetres of the line. They've got defending to do here. Griffin Neem tackled by Kerr and Connolly Lemuelu. Harrison Graham in the tackle as well. He's getting through some defence. Townsend, Dearden, Hiku stays in the field of play, but it was the last play. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, it's good play, and that's a good place to finish a set of 6 down in the left-hand corner. It'll be a big game if North Queensland do end up winning this. It's a massive match for them next week up at Penrith. Penrith with that bad injury last night, blew out, and you know, whether they rest more players next week's a big question.
There's a chance for the Dolphins. Nicarima. Kerr. Josh Kerr. And he dragged it towards the Cowboys' try line. It looked like it went back, but he dragged it forward. So this will be a scrum feed to the Cowboys. But there's a challenge here.
Dolphins challenging the ruling of a knock-on.
Kerr saying that the Cowboys player knocked it out of his hands.
So it's another prop challenge, right?
Yes.
It's 0 from
Ball
2.
is dropped out the back
0 from
by
2
Josh
tonight
Kerr.
for the props. Dropped
Hang on.
out the back.
Hang on.
Oh, hang on.
Smithy, you got the tackle.
I'm pretty sure he pulls it forward. Back to himself.
Does Harrison Graham knock the ball on? No.
The ball is dropped out the back by Josh Kerr, then bounces forward. However, that means that it's a knock back originally. The last tackle was tackle 4. Josh Kerr is now tackled at this point to make this tackle 5. We have it to the challenge is successful.
Well, there you go. Josh Kerr keeps his challenge licence.
No, they said you've dropped it backwards, mate, and then it bounces back to you. Last. Cohen, push up.
And he'll be better. Like, he came from the Dragons and he hasn't been here that long at the Dolphins. He'll be better for the run this year, and he'll be a really good player next year for them.
There's the kick, and he just can't reel it in. Hamaso Tabuai-Fidow with the knock on.
Hand over.
And another opportunity goes begging for the Dolphins.
Front foot, hold.
Kyle Felt gets up to his own 20. Murray Taulagi playing the ball on his own 30. They've kept him quiet tonight. Well, there's an offload. Reece Robson. A couple of defenders had their backs turned and he made the most of it. Drinkwater to dummy half. Townsend, Dearden, all over Tom Dearden. Nowhere to go there. Gafusi and Kerr in the tackle. Labert, good on his feet. Last play, first half double for Zach Labert. Kicking for Kyle Felt. Oh, good take, Jack Bostock. Tessie New. Leilua in the tackle. Slow to get up there, Jack Bostock. Harrison Graham to Cody Nicarima. Poke through, but Cohen Hess with the tackle. Tabuai Fido to dummy half. SA back to the hammer. About the fend, but he took advantage of going behind his own player, and that's an obstruction.
Yeah, it's a sheep herder, and he's been pinged for this one. He did one earlier, actually, which they let him go with. He's good on his feet, isn't he? Dancing, trotting around.
Oh, I love the sheep herder.
It's an old-fashioned shepherd.
Glad you explained that, because James Bracey's in the commentary box and he's Googling what's a sheep herder.
Salty, boys, there's the Westpac red zone play the balls. The Dolphins double the amount of the Cowboys on 16.
North Queensland 8 away, still searching for the first points of the second half. Dearden, Drinkwater, that's lovely, hands to Hiku. The cavalry arrive for the Dolphins. Hiku playing it to Kyle Felt. Chad Townsend, Griffin Neame. Neame wrapped up Herman SA in the tackle, along with Felice Kafusi. Townsend, short ball, Hess, quick pass, Granville, he's tackled. Kafusi there again. Last play, Townsend kicking, and the hammer is there, and they'll get a repeat set here, North Queensland.
Smart kick by an experienced player, Chad Townsend. He just looked up when he received that football. Josh Kerr, he didn't get off the line all that much. You just see him there on the right of screen, and he give him that space to kick that ball through the hammer. He did well to get there in the end, but it was a lovely kick. Down to you, Freddie.
Got to applaud the Cowboys forwards 3 or 4 times then. Drinkwater and Townsend were encouraging. They kept putting on plays, and those boys kept getting back on side and getting in position, end up forcing a restart. So that could be crucial, that energy from those edge forwards for the Cowboys.
Chad Townsend hit hard in that tackle as he got that awkward bouncing ball, and a tap back from Kyle Felt. He's getting back into the line now. Reece Robson to Tom Dearden. Jake Granville ran into a brick wall named Josh Kerr. Dearden to Leilua. Luciano stands in the tackle, 10 away from the Dolphins line. Dearden, Townsend, he's okay, drifting across field. Hiku, wrapped up, last play. Now Townsend on the last, Dearden through the hands, Drinkwater, wrapped up on the last.
Had a chance to pass that to an unmarked player on his left. And Talangi, he didn't throw that.
Still a chance for the Dolphins to open the scoring in the second half. This was the halftime score. NRLW tomorrow. We've got plenty of NRLW action tomorrow afternoon. There you go, the Dolphins. You can see details in the bottom right of your screen as Tessie New. Jermaine Azarko throwing dummies, almost splitting, Connolly Lemuelu rather. Connolly Lemuelu it was. And they've lost it.
Well, as he went through that line, Lemuelu, he was searching for the hammer on the inside, and he just couldn't quite find him. Just watch, there's the hammer. He shows to him first, then he looks back, where are you, mate, where are you? And he just made that late decision to throw the ball on the offload. Unfortunately, his teammate had overrun the football, forward pass.
Connolly up square. Harrison front foot. Hold, mate. Hold, Herman. Go one. Harrison clear.
North Queensland 9 short of halfway through. Murray Taulagi playing the football. Reuben Cotter. The leg drive from Cotter.
JJ up square. Hold.
JJ Collins in that tackle. Granville, Dearden short, Leilua, good tackle. Down low, Nicarima, Kerr and Kafusi in the tackle as well. Drinkwater, Townsend. Graham down low. Last play, North Queensland. Dearden, kicking. And in the end, a simple take, we're going to be driven in goal here with Lukey and Reuben Cotter.
Yeah, this is their best game in 5 weeks, the Cowboys. I think they're gearing themselves up for this semi-final burst. It's a big game next week, but they're playing wonderful football tonight. I know they're against a team that's running 14th, but I'll tell you who I'm impressed with. Reece Robson. He is a gun. And I can see why Brad Fittler picked him in the New South Wales team.
Stay behind, Cody.
He just does everything needed by a hooker and a dummy half.
Surrender.
And he's better for what happened in the Origin, being in the Origin team.
Drinkwater, Dearden, lovely ball, almost an intercept, but it's a saloon passage to the try line for Murray Taulagi, and we've got our first points in the second half. The Cowboys extend their lead.
Take a bow, Tommy Dearden. What a lovely pass this is, right to left. He just zinged it straight across a couple of faces. Harvey Norman replay to Murray Taulagi. That's the end, that's the finish. Well, great points for the Cowboys.
Most of the attack has been on the other side of the field through Kyle Felt's side, but Murray Taulagi gets an opportunity and scores a simple try as far as some of the ones we've seen him score through his career.
Yeah, it was a simple one in the end. It was a nice catch and pass, like they've done well all night. But it was that ball there, that was the key pass from Tom Dearden. He's had a wonderful match, high involvement, taking on the Dolphins' defensive line. And there, they just had that straight line, which makes it hard for defenders to pick who's going to get the ball. There's multiple options. You see here on the high shot outside of Tommy Dearden, across the face of two. And Zarko, he can't choose which man's going to get it. Lovely ball on the chest of Taulagi.
And the conversion waved away. North Queensland keeping their season alive, leading 28 points to 0 as Griffin Neame wrapped up after the kick-off, following that Murray Taulagi try. More than a quarter of the game remaining here at Suncorp Stadium. Reuben Cotter. Did it again.
Things just change when he's on the field. He's a simple player. He knows his job. He just runs hard and straight every time he gets the ball and always makes ground.
And backing it up again
He's
here.
fantastic.
Last tackle, JJ, square.
Last play. Townsend. He's put under pressure, got to kick away. Tabuai-Fidow underneath it. And Tom Dearden leading the chase, tackles him. Jack Bostock. Tackled by Zach Labert. Jermaine Azarko playing the ball. Ewan Aiken. Griffin Neem, and there's that man again. Reuben Cotter in the tackle. Kenny Bromwich getting ready to come back on the field.
Go.
Connolly Lemuelu. Last play here for the Dolphins. Murray Taulagi with one try under his belt tonight. That man has two. Zach Labert. Kyle Felt. That's a good run. That's a typical Kyle Felt charge coming in to relieve his forwards. And here's Kulikifu Finefuiaki on the field.
You're just showing off now.
To Dearden, little juggle. Luciano Leilua to dummy half. Townsend. The kick that'll be taken almost. They almost got in each other's way.
10, mate.
And inside the 10, so penalty here to the Dolphins.
Well, what they do need is a nice long kick, because they've hardly been down in the Cowboys territory at all. So they've got to get, this is it. I mean, they've got to get some points on the board surely tonight. But you know, for the Cowboys now, Todd Payton, his message is, I want to see a duck egg at the end of the game. I don't care how many points you guys score, I want to see a 0.
JJ Collins playing it. Oh, that pass to nobody. Eventually Lemuelu to Tabuai-Fidow. Tessie New. Can't break free there. Finefuiaki was in the tackle. Graham. Now Jared Wallace. Tessie New. Tessie New kicking. And Scott Drinkwater is back there, and Jack Bostock takes him. Metres gained tonight. We've got Murray Taulagi, 200 metres he's hit. And they're through plenty of runs like this one right here. Peter Hiku with 180.
In the top 5, they're all outside backs. And they put plenty of points on the scoreboard tonight, the Cowboys, at 28-0. When your outside backs are making good metres, takes pressure off your middle forwards to return back after the opposition kick over their head. They kick long, which then in turn, as the hammer defends off a couple, that gives them the energy to defend and hold the opposition to 0, which they've done tonight.
Tessie New playing it. Graham short to Bromwich. Cowboys defence in there in numbers. There's the usual suspects. Robson was there, Cotter. Now Wallace to Sullivan, Nicarima, Azarko, Jermaine Azarko, he'd love a 4-pointer, and he's going to get one. Fancy footwork, and he now takes the outright lead in the leading try-scorer race in the NRL for 2023. Jermaine Azarko.
That is fantastic for a team running 14. He's had a magnificent year, Jermaine Azarko, and it's good footy by the Dolphins on the Harvey Norman replay. Flat-footed were the Cowboys' defence, and they just, and look, it's all Azarko. A step, a dummy, and over he goes.
Yeah, great footy. Right-hand side shift of the ball, one side to the other. That's their best movement all night for the Dolphins. All the passes out in front, moving fast towards the defensive line, holding up defenders, and the space was there. It was preserved for that man, Isako, on the outside. He had a little bit of work to do, but again, another great finisher. And there he is there, sitting on top of the try scorers list on 22. Down to you, Fred.
Yeah, just prior to that try, I heard one of the trainers from the Dolphins team call out, get the ball out in front. And like you said, Cam, it's so important, just allows you to move onto the ball. When you've got a mover like Osaka at speed, ball out in front, is very hard to stop.
And the conversion is successful. So Jermaine Osako, with that try and conversion, now has the most points scored by a player in a debut season as far as their team or franchise is concerned. So he takes over the record from Joel Kane.
Up now, Luciano!
He did it with the joint venture of the West Tigers. So well done, Jermaine Osako.
2000.
That's right.
Ruben off the ball. Lock in, Reece.
Well done.
Hold Jason. Hold Jason.
And that was off the top of his head, Cam. I know you're looking for his notes. He doesn't have notes. It's all upstairs.
Go, 3.
Bromwich.
Move, Ruben. Hold.
2 tackles left in this set for the Dolphins. Nicarima. Oh, they're calling that one forward.
You know what? I don't reckon it was. It looked a bit awkward, but...
Shot clock on.
No, backwards. The player actually came from in front of him to get it, but he was onside by the time he got the ball. And you can't challenge that. They're a bit frustrated, the Dolphins.
Yeah. Heads in the back.
So the Cowboys with the scrum feed. Here's the live ladder, and it just shows the importance of these 2 competition points should the Cowboys go on with the job here in the last 15 minutes. Taking the 30 competition points.
Hands away, Kenny. Hold, Terry. Hold. Go,
Townsend to Talmalolo. Jason Talmalolo.
Hold. Go, 3. JJ. Come down.
Jordan McLean. Just outside the Dolphins 20. Townsend. Drinkwater short to Kulikifi. Fine Fuiaki. Beautiful ball from the youngster. Peter Hiku is in for the Cowboys.
Lovely play. They've been terrorising this, or the left edge of the Dolphins all night. Another well-timed play. Harvey Norman replay. The spine combining once again. Drinkwater, he's had a night out. I'd love to see how many line break assists he's got. For that time there, the Fine Fuiaki just timed his run to perfection, hit it hard, straight over the hammer. Lovely one-handed offload to Peter Hiku. That's very, very nice football. Todd Payton, he'll be a happy man tonight.
Yeah, that'll wrap it up for him. And Kulikifi Finifiaki.
Well done.
He's a good one.
He is.
Haven't seen a lot of him, but my word, he can stretch out. He's a bopper. Brad Fittler.
Well, JT and I were just admiring Fini Fuiaki as he walked past. We're just, mate, he is a weapon. What a physique he's got. And then on top of that, he's got the balance, can find space, runs through tackles, and then comes up with his absolute peach of a pass. Wow. And he's got a lot to his kit bag.
The Townsville Council's cut his hair. Look at that.
Look at that.
Free one, you reckon?
Had to be.
Oh dear. You're just filthy, it's not red. And no, good kick, Drinkwater.
Don't escort there. Wait. Time it, Jared.
That was beautiful to watch. Kulakefu Funafuiaki laying on a try for... They almost mucked that one up, the Cowboys, for Peter Hiku, who scores in his 200th game. Off to Hull KR next year. In the English Super League is Peter Hiku. Leilua.
Up together, Kenny. Hold now. Go 3.
12 minutes remaining.
Cody, let go. Bowers, Harrison. Go 4.
Clean inside to Cotter. Ruben Cotter.
Last tackle, Ewan up. Hold. Go last.
Last play for North Queensland. Townsend with a kick. Jack Bostock underneath it. Takes it well and then passes to Hamiso Tabuai-Fido.
Hold now. Go 1.
Nichols had to stop momentarily, reach down for that pass. Go to you, Freddie.
Yeah, with 11 minutes to go, it's pretty important for the Cowboys not only to save some tries, but hopefully score a few. At the moment, their for and against is plus 40, which is 33 behind the Rabbitohs. The best they can do is finish on equal points as the Rabbitohs, so every point is valuable.
Last tackle, Marcus Square.
Sure is.
Hold. Go last, nothing late.
Dolphins kicking on the last. Kyle Felt takes it on his own 10. Most recent try scorer, Peter Hiku. Sean O'Sullivan in the tackle. Jared Wallace down low. Couple of metres short of the halfway line. Now the Cowboys in the Dolphins territory. Kafusi though with the tackle. 2 tackles left in this set for North Queensland. Townsend, Taumalolo. Jason Taumalolo playing it on the last. Drinkwater kicking. And risky pass to Hamiso Tabuai-Fido. Ruben Cotter. What a tackle.
Well, who else would it be? He's a genius for Ruben Cotter. Fastest man on the field, and he nailed it.
If he didn't,
he was away, he would have scored.
There it is, the tackle. Bottom left. On the halfway line, and a penalty.
I think it's for a high.
Yep.
Can't go quick,
high
mate.
Tackle.
Can't go quick, it's high.
Much in it.
Opportunity here for the Dolphins. Trailing 34-6. Register some more points in front of their home fans. Mind you, there's a fair contingent here of North Queensland fans at Suncorp Stadium. They're making plenty of noise when the Cowboys have been scoring. Katoa to dummy half. Here's Nichols. 21 away here, the Dolphins. Katoa to Wallace, O'Sullivan, Fido, Azarko, Jermaine Azarko. He can't stop scoring. Jermaine Azarko with a double.
Yeah, there's a carbon copy of his first try. He didn't have to beat as many defenders on the way to the try line this time, but it was a lovely time set piece once again. Harvey Norman replay out to the side, multiple runners into space, holding up Cowboys defenders. And once again, just a nice long cutout pass over to Ozarko from the hammer.
Good pass from the hammer, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's a lovely finish in the corner. Tommy did, and he's doing his best there, the little halfback. You see the little legs pumping. But Ozarko, he knew he had him covered.
And puts a bit of space between he and the other two chasing him. The top try scorer. Points-wise, he's Nick Meaney's running second on 204, 26 behind him. Been confirmed the try.
So he scored 5 tries against the North Queensland Cowboys, has Jermaine Azarko.
And just moving forward for the Cowboys there, that set piece there that they've been scored on twice, identical plays, that's something that they'll have to review very carefully. I'm sure they'll see that next week against the Panthers.
Jermaine Azarko from out wide. He just misses. Now this week on Macca's Saturday Night Footy, don't miss a top 8 epic. The Raiders will farewell 2 of Canberra's favourite sons, Jack Whiten and Jared Croker, against a bucking Broncos outfit chasing the minor premiership. Tune in from 7 o'clock tomorrow night right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
That will be a cracker.
Yes, it will. And well done, Jack Whiten, a magnificent career at Canberra, heading to South Sydney for the next few years. And well done to Jared Croker. He's been a wonderful, wonderful player, but he's a great human being as well. His ethics, morals around the footy club. He's been a great leader of that club. So congratulations, Jared, on a fantastic career.
The door ajar as well for the Broncos, Soldy. Minor premiership after that loss last night by the Panthers.
Yeah, and I know we've got a big weekend ahead, but just having a little look ahead to the final round next week. Next Thursday night we'll be here for Broncos v Storm.
Sold out.
Well, there'll be a big crowd here. Well, it's not yet, so you can get tickets.
Yeah, well, you still get a few tickets, but I reckon it'll be sold out. Come next Thursday night, 7:50, sold out.
Well, that will be a sight. You'd have to expect they'll get at least 40 here. Here's Aiken to Nicarima, Sullivan. It's all backwards. And the player was held back.
Oh, really?
This will be a penalty. Penalty Dolphins.
Yeah, just Peter Hicko holding on to Nicarima's jersey.
Up together, Ruben! Scott!
There's the Westpac red zone. Well, the Cowboys, they've made up that difference. They're now in front by 2. 18-16.
Bromwich 10 away. They go to the right because Azarko's on a hat-trick. Wallace, he goes on his own. Katoa looking for an opportunity. Wallace goes into dummy half. Nicarima. They are going towards Azarko. Ewan Aiken. Jermaine Azarko. Hamaso Tabuai-Fido. Oh, he's elusive. Murray Taulagi with an important tackle. Ewan Aiken a dummy half. Cody Nicarima, 2 tackles left. Loops a pass. Lemuelu, Kyle Felt raced in. Nice offload to Tessie New. And New As he comes to the tackle of Chad Townsend. Katoa, Sullivan, Nicarima, kicking. It's a high floating kick, and it's taken in the field of play by Murray Taulagi, and he takes it dead, but Sean O'Sullivan was offside, so it's a penalty to the Cowboys with 4 minutes remaining.
Well, they've played some enterprising footy the last 5 minutes. There's a challenge. They've got a challenge left.
Ruling of offside on the kick chase.
Challenging the ruling of offside on the kick chase. I think he pinged O'Sullivan, didn't he? The 7.
He did.
And he is offside.
Sean O'Sullivan on the left-hand side of Cody Nicarima is in front of the kicker.
Gets involved.
Sean O'Sullivan becomes active in the play before Murray Taulagi has run 10 metres. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful, guys. Penalty stands.
So he was active in the play.
He was running.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that meant his presence there made Murray Taulagi choose not to try and get out the in goal.
In your illustrious career, Paul, you were never not active. He was always active. Yeah, there it is, next Thursday night, bottom right of your screen. Broncos v Storm. Some epic clashes over the years. Live and free on 9's Wide World of Sports and on 9 now. Drinkwater inside. Dearden was forward. Forward pass.
Easy. Yeah, good work, Bruce. Scrum, boys, just on tackle 4.
Todd Payton channeling the old Canberra play there from the late 90s, 2000s. Gary Belcher, this is a Gary Belcher special. Laurie Daly, Ricky Stewart. The glory days for the Raiders. Some of the old stuff's still good, you know, in the modern day. I'm telling you a play that still works, the run around. And I'm telling you, it's not used enough.
Yeah, it's sort of faded out of the game, hasn't it? The wrap around, the run around.
It's still a good play. It still makes players, especially in defence, make a decision. And some they make the wrong decision. The play works.
Here's Nichols. Mark Nichols. Lovely ball. O'Sullivan, Nicarima, Kafusi, Ewan Aiken, Jermaine Azarko. What a hat-trick. Almost carrying them to the line. Nicarima. Sean O'Sullivan. Kenny Bromwich, Tessie New, kicking. And a repeat set on the way. So 25th of August, 32 years ago today, Paul, your illustrious career did come to an end. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, I retired, and the last game was with the Roosters against Penrith. Big one. We only got beaten 42-8. But Penrith did go on to win the comp that year, 1991. But no, it was it's 32 years ago. Wow. I haven't changed much.
Kyle Feld has it as we're inside the last minute of play. For the last 32 years, you've been a workhorse for us here in 9's Wide World of Sports.
Hold me up, Cody. Hold. Go to.
It's giving all the time. So North Queensland.
Come on, mate. Come on. Tackle 3. Let's go. Come on. Go 2.
Eventually play the ball. Well, they've done what they had to do, the North Queensland Cowboys. The play will continue for another little bit after the siren because it's a penalty. Penalty blown. Chad Townsend shoots for touch. And they can put a play on here after the siren because the Dolphins are slow getting back. Chad Townsend will go for a 2-point field goal that's going to land
pop gun
short. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, chip and chase. And now Tom Dearden just says, that will do. And full time, the Cowboys season remains alive. Full time Friday night football at Suncorp Stadium. The North Queensland Cowboys, 34, have defeated the Dolphins 10.